Welcome back to our session. Today let us discuss about how to find factorial of a number by using a recursive function. Children, you all know how to write a function non-recursive factorial, right? So what is factorial of a number? Say for example I want to find factorial of 5, right? 5 factorial is defined as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, isn't it? So you know how to write that function, non-recursive, right? Def fact of n. So how do you find factorial? F is equal to 1. Initializing some value f to 1, and for I in range of 1 to n plus 1, isn't it? 1 to n plus 1. What you have to do, always you have to multiply this I to f, isn't it? F is equal to f into I, right? And finally answer is in f, right? This for loop will run for 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n, isn't it? So answer is in f. Finally you return that value f. So this is our program. And then if I say some n is equal to 5 or a is equal to 5, let me take different variable, a is equal to 5. Let me call that function. So let me take print of, what is that function? Fact of a, isn't it? Where a is an actual parameter, a is an actual argument, n is a formal parameter. How do I run this code? Okay, so let us run this code. Answer is 120, isn't it? This is said to be a non-recursive function. How can I say that this is non-recursive function? Why? Because a function is said to be recursive if and only if it is called inside the same function. A function calling itself is said to be a recursive function. In this function, there is no function call within it, right? So how do I change this particular function to be a recursive function? Means I should write a statement so that that calls that fact again inside the same function, right? How do I write that recursive function? Before that, let me give you a basic idea about how to write a recursive function. So what is the recursive function technique? A recursive function technique says that we need to have two cases. What are those two cases needed? Base case and recursive case, isn't it? So these two are needed always. Whenever you are trying to solve any problem by using recursive function, you try to find the base case and recursive case, where base case is a condition whose result is already known to you, and recursive case is a statement which is recursively calling the same function, right? So let us find the base case for this particular problem. So what is the base case? We know that factorial of 1 is already known. What is the value of factorial of 1? Factorial of 1 is 1, it is known. So what is the base case here? If n is equal to 1, then result is known, that is 1. How to write that recursive case, right? So let us find the recursive case. So I am finding a recursive case. How to find the recursive case? 5 factorial can be written as, can I write 5 into factorial of 4? Do you accept? Because 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 is nothing but factorial of 4. I think it's clear. Next time what I will do, I will write 5 into, what about factorial of 4? I can write it as 4 into factorial of 3. Is it not okay? Yes. And then how do I write factorial of 3? 5 into 4 into, let it return 3, and then let us call that factorial of 2, and again let me write 5 into 4 into 3 into 2, and then this is nothing but factorial of 1, whereas factorial of 1 is known to me. What is that factorial of 1? Factorial of 1 is already 1. So what this factorial of 1 will be returning? It will be returning value 1, right? So finally I will get that answer. Are you getting? So this is how that program, recursive program functions, works, right? So let us see how it will work in Python, right? So instead of writing this, so let me write a recursive function def factorial recursive, okay, factorial where n is the value. So let me write recursive n, right? So what is the base case, children? Always you please identify the base case. If n is equal to 1, result is known to us. What is the result? Return 1. It is known to us. And then recursive case, we have to think, if n is not 1, then what to do? We have to return n value and then call that function, same function. What is the function name here? Factorial REC of n minus 1. Hope you are getting. Whatever I have written here, I am writing the same thing. See, first we are returning that n value, and then we are calculating the factorial of n minus 1. Again that function will be returning n value, and then it is calling that factorial function for the next below number, isn't it? So it will continue till it reaches that base case. What is the base case here? N is equal to 1 is the base case. Let us see how this program will work. Okay, so let me call that. How do I write factorial? Right, factorial, spelling is wrong. Factorial REC of A. Shall we run this code? Yes. F5. What is the answer? Yes, 120. So you can make it, you can generalize this in order to, instead of fixing it to 5, you can take that value by asking the user to enter. How do I write? Int of input of enter a value whose factorial is to be calculated, isn't it? Right. Now let us run this code. It is asking us to enter a value, so let me enter 6. It is saying that 720 is the answer. I will tell you how this program, I will show you how this program executes internally in Python. Okay, so let me use a very important website, pythontutor.com. Right, I am considering the same code. See. Okay, so here I am writing factorial recursive of n. Okay, here I am writing factorial recursive of n minus 1. So let us, I have written the same code, just changing it, right? So only one change is there. Whatever value that is written by this function is stored in fact, and then fact is printed, right? Let us visualize this execution. So where the program execution starts, it started at step number 1, right? And then let me click on next. So what happened, children? A global frame is created where there is a function call. So there is a pointer to function recursion. Fine, it has stored it. And then see, directly it came to step number 7, right? Isn't it? So what it says, enter a number. So let me enter 5. Okay, so let me click on submit. Value entered by us is 5. Enter a number, 5 is entered. And then what is the next executable statement? Fact is equal to factorial of REC of 5. See, A is created in the same global frame. A value is now 5. Now function factorial recursive function is called where n is taken as 5. And then what happens next? It is testing whether n is equal to 1 or not. Is it 1? No. So it is directly going to this else part where the next statement to be executed is return n into factorial of recursion of n minus 1. So what happens? What is your guess? Yes, it is creating another frame, factorial recursion of for n is equal to 4, right? And again it is calling the same function. It has gone here, and then now it is testing whether n is equal to 1 or not. Is n 1? No. Again it comes to next else part. Now n should be return n into factorial recursion of n minus 1. Now in this case n is equal to 3. Again it is calling the same function for 3, and then it is testing it is not 1. Again it is returning, it is creating another frame, n is equal to 2. Fine. And then again it is testing whether it is 1 or not. No. So it came to n is equal to, okay, return 1. Now you see what happens. Now you are at factorial of n is equal to 1, right? So when n is equal to 1, at this stage, see how the program runs. When n is equal to 1, what the program says? Return 1. Fine. So whatever value, see, return value is now 1. Now this function is returning that value to which function? It is returning this value to just above this frame. Okay. So there is another function which called this particular function. So the value will be returned to this particular function. Just see how it works. Okay. So it has returned the value to previous frame. Now what happens next? If I click on next, what happens? This 2 will be returned to this particular record. So what will be the value? 3 into whatever value that is written by this, that will be there. It is 6, isn't it? So what happens next? The 6 will be returned. So 4 into 6, 24 will be there in this function. So this function is returning 24 to this, and then 5 into 24, answer is 120, right? And then next is, yes, fact value is 120. It is there in global frame, and then print of fact, it is printing 120 here. Hope you understood. Is it clear, children? Thank you and have a nice day.